Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you everything that I know about dies and die cutting machines. I have some dies right here from different brands, and as you can see, this one is the ones that I buy from AliExpress. They are like very thin, as you can see right here, super thin. And there are other brands that are similar to this kind of dies. Then also you can find some of these like from Zizix or Rangers, and these are similar to, see? Then these ones are a little bit thicker, and these are from Spellbinders. You will see the kind of dies that they have. They are like this color, it looks like copper color, but they are a little bit thicker, just a few millimeters thicker than the other ones. And we also have like the regular Spellbinders, and it's the same as the one that I show you. And there are other brands like this one that says Darise. It is a different color, but it's the same thickness as the AliExpress one. Okay, so these are the thin ones. Then we do have some of these. These are dies too, and these are, for example, from Zizix, and the designs are from Tim Holtz. Then I have another one from Zizix, see? And then this one, which is a little bit thinner than the other two. I don't know if you can see, but this one is wood, the other one is plastic with some foam, see? And this one is Zizix as well. So as you can see, there are different brands and kinds of dies, like these thick ones, these thin ones, and also the embossing folders that you can use with a die cutting machine. You just put the paper and then you get the paper embossed, like in the picture right here. And for example, this one is from Cricut to use with a Cuttlebug. And then this one is from Darise. And this one is from Cuttlebug. And as you can see, there are different sizes. See, compare these two. This is a little bit wider than the Darise. See, I only have 2 die cutting machines, and I'm going to show you now. I have the Cuttlebug, which was my first one. The Cuttlebug is this one right here, and it looks like this. I have this machine for more than 10 years, and it was my first one, and I use it a lot. And this one are the plates. It comes with this plate, which is the thick one right here, and this is the plate A. Then it comes with 2 B's, okay, that you have to do a sandwich and put the die in between. And then it's optional that you have to buy is the C for the thin dies, okay. So, and if you want to emboss the dies, you need this rubber thing to emboss anything that it's in the dies. For example, right here, this die, it has some designs right here that you can emboss. Okay, this one cuts, but this one emboss. So if you use the Cuttlebug, you need this one to get that design. Okay, so these are all the ones that you need for the Cuttlebug. And as I said, these 2 you have to buy separate, and it comes with these 3 plates. I'm gonna show you how it works with this one, the thick Zizix, and also how to use it with a thin one, with a thin die, and also with the embossing folder. See? Okay, now let's start with the thick one first. Usually for the other ones, you put the A plate, but when you do the thick one, you don't need the A plate, so you leave it on the side, and you put this one upside down. See this one, the plastic one at the bottom, and here is the cutting part. Okay, so you put this one right here. You put the paper facing the cutters right here, and now you put one B plate at the bottom and another one on top, another B plate on top. Okay, that's how you're going to do. You can put it this way or this way, it's okay. Any side, it's fine, but that's how it had to be. The sandwich is with the 2 B plates and the thick die and the paper facing the die. So you just pass it through, and as you can see right here, it cuts the dies. And now I have my 3 die cuts. See? See? So this is with a thick one. That's how you do the sandwich. Now we are going to pass the thin one. And I am showing you this die because this die can emboss too. I mean, it has the embossing part right here, so I'm gonna show you how to do to get it embossed too. Okay, you have to put the paper, okay, and this is the part that you're going to see in your die cut, and you have to secure with pieces of tape, but make sure the pieces of tape don't get into the paper inside of the die cut. It had to get on the metal part and to the outside, okay? And that's a trick, because if you put right here, when you pass it through, the tape will secure too much in here, and when you get the tape, you're going to damage the paper that you need, right, for your project. So you put the tape on this side, and as you can see right here, touch the metal and the outside of the paper. So once you have it right here, you are going to get the A plate and the B plate, but the B plate you're going to put it upside down, okay? Then you put this one right here on top, and then you are going to need now the C plate, okay? And you put the C plate on top. So now you pass it through, and you will see that this one is cut, you see, but it's not embossed. So now we are going to emboss, and for the embossing part, you will put again A plate, B plate, then you're going to put this one right here, the rubber thing for embossing, and then your die cut that is already cut, you're going to put it upside down facing the rubber, and you are going to put the B. But I'm going to show you that when you do this in the Cuttlebug, you need more shims because it's not enough to emboss. If you put the C plate, it's too much, too thick, it doesn't go through. So I'm going to show you that with this only, it's not going to emboss. See, it didn't emboss anything, so you need to put shims. And the shims, I suggest you to put on top of the A plate, okay? Because it doesn't jam inside the machine when you put in between 2 plates. So I'm going to get this piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper, because with one it's not going to be enough. So now I put the B plate, the rubber, and my die cut. See? And then the B plate again. Now I'm going to pass it through. And now let's see. Now it did emboss. Can you see? See, it's beautiful, right? That's how you have to use to emboss your thin dies. Okay, so now I show you the C plate and the embossing rubber thing, right? Now I'm gonna show you how to emboss with an embossing folder. This is an embossing folder, and you can play with this one in different ways. This one has two sides, okay? This one is the top part that has the name. It's always on top, and that embosses. But if you want to do to the other side, that's called deboss. This one is like a little card, and I'm going to put it right here, okay? And then I'm going to fold it, see? And my card will be embossed right here, okay? Now I put the A plate, then the B plate, then the embossing folder, and again another B plate. And this is the result. See how beautiful. And if you put it if you put this one upside down, this is how it's going to look. See, it's different result, right? Look. And this is the deboss, emboss and deboss, okay? And you can use your ink pads or colors or anything to just do details on the embossing part. See? Okay, now I'm going to show you the other machine that I got, and I'll put this one away. Many people ask me about my die cutting machine, and it's this one, the Evolution Advanced, but we are memory keepers. And this machine is so wonderful. If you don't have one die cutting machine, I highly recommend you one of these, and I'll tell you why. This machine has a wheel right here that you have to press and change, see? So you don't need a lot of plates like with a Cuttlebug. And you don't have to put shims, nothing, because you can just choose right here the thickness of the die or the paper. Sometimes the paper is very thick and you can change the wheel and it will open a little more. And if you turn the wheel to the top, it's going to be for a thicker one. And if you turn it down, it's going to be for a thin one. For example, dies with vellum, it will be in the first one, okay? And if you want to cut and emboss, it will be in the first one because it will be very tight too. So this is, in the shape, is like the size of the Cuttlebug, as you saw in the picture of the video. And this one has different features right here. For example, when you open, okay, you have right here some storage. I'm going to put it up here. You have a storage, as you can see right here, and you can put the dies that you are working with, or you can put the handle inside because the handle gets out, so it can be small for the storage. And this one you can save it up here too. See, it fits. See? So it's good that it has this compartment in both sides. See, right here has compartment too, so you can save dice or anything. Now I'm going to show you about the handle. It has to be unlocked. You just put it in there. Once makes click, you just push this one to the top and it's locked, so you can just move it and you are not afraid that this one, the handle, is going to come off. Okay, so I'm going to leave it over there. And then something else that you have to know is that when you put on your table, you are going to open both sides, but then if you want this one to grab on the surface that it is, so you don't have to put pressure on the machine when you roll, so you just have to push these two to the center. Okay, see, when you do that, the bottom part, that it has suction cups that it's going to grab on the surface. Okay, see, and it will stuck and won't move. Okay, so now I love this one because you can work in this machine with any of these embossing folders, and also the thin dies of any brand, and also with the thick dies. And I will show you then for each one how you work with them. And you have to know how this wheel works, okay, reading the manual very well, and also practicing with papers. Okay, as you can see, it has different sizes, beginning with the first one right here. I use the first shade for the dies from AliExpress and Spellbinders. The Spellbinders are a little bit thicker, and I have to use the second one for the Spellbinders. And this one, if you move, you have to push and move. Okay, push and move. If you put it up here, you can emboss. And right here says letter press, but that's another set that doesn't come with this machine. Sometimes if you buy it on a special sale on TV or something, they send you the set of the letter press, that it's another feature. And I don't know how it works, but if you have it, then you have to read carefully everything, how to work with that. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this machine works. This machine comes with this one. It's like the A plate in the Cuttlebug, and this one is different because this one is very long and it works with the dies that are long. And the Cuttlebug, you need an extra plate that it's the length is bigger because it comes only with the small ones. So for example, if I have a die that is very long like this, see, I don't need to put a replacement plate. I can work with this one, right? And this plate is only 6 inches, okay? It's 6 inches by about 13 inches, okay? But what happens if you have big dies like this? Like, for example, these dies are 7 inches, but it's okay for me because I can use the first 4 dies because they are under 6 inches, and then the other ones are over. So I can still make some beautiful things, right? But there are other machines like this one. The Grand Caliber have this opening very big, and you don't have any problems with this one. So if you have a lot of big dies, I recommend you to buy this Grand Caliber. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the other plates that it comes with. It is this one. It comes with this one and with one of these, which is the B mat. Okay, and this mat is not like the acrylic plates like the Cuttlebug. And this is one of the things that I love about this machine. This is like rubber, but it's very, very hard rubber. And I love it because when you use your dies, it cut and emboss at the same time because it's not too hard. See, and that's how I use it. But it comes with this one. If you want to emboss, you can use this one as well if you don't want to put too much pressure. But I just put the wheel very tight and cut and emboss with just this one. So I never use this one right here. And this is my refill that I'm going to use when the other one doesn't cut very well. I bought this one separate, and I'm going to show you how it looks, the one that I use every day. It looks like this. It's totally bent because I put a lot of pressure, and because it's like rubber, it bent. And if you put it this way, it would bend to the other side again. So as you can see right here, I made a lot, tons of dies. Every time I made swaps or happy meals, I used several times that it looks like this now, but it's still working, and I'm going to keep using it because it still cuts very good. And now, if you want to use this kind of dies, the thick ones, you can do it too with this one, but you will need one extra mat. Okay, you will need 2 mats because you need to pass like a sandwich that die right here and then pass it through. I recommend you to buy an extra mat for this one because as I told you, this one damages with so many times that you use, so you have to have another replacement. So right here the wheel had to be in letter press in the last one in order to do the thick dies. Okay, so you're going to have that in letter press. You're going to put this first mat. You're going to put the thick die upside down. Then you're going to put the paper. I'm going to use the gold one upside down. See? And you are going to use the other mat. So now you make a sandwich and push a little bit to the front. Okay, from the back you just push the mat and start rolling. See, until it stops, then push from here the mat a little bit so it can go out, because the thick die, see, it's stuck at the end. You just get it out by pushing the mat a little bit, and you have this cut. See, it's a beautiful cut. And yeah, you just need an extra mat. See, and here is the bird, and here is the wing. See, that's how you can use this machine with the thick dies. And now I'm gonna show you with this one. This is a die from AliExpress, and this one, it has some parts that it needs to emboss. See, that's why I told you that now I'm going to show you that it cuts and emboss. Okay, so I will use this white paper and I put it up here upside down, and you can use tape to secure it. See, I'm going to put it up here and up here. Okay, and I'm going to put, and this is the one of the things that many people doesn't like, that you cannot put this way, you have to put it upside down. Okay, so the die, this one right here, the smooth part had to be facing this so you don't damage this plate. Okay, so it had to be upside down, and I always use tape so I know that it's not going to move. Okay, then I put, there is a mat that has magnets too, but I prefer to put tape. I was going to buy one of those, but I think that just putting some tape, it's better, and it's very, very smooth. See, and I'm going to show you. This is one part, and I'm going to take the tape, and as you can see right here, it embosses and cuts. See? So you can see all the embossing corners, and it cuts perfectly. See? And this is the other part, and this is the part that goes inside. And now for the embossing folder, see, you just put your paper, but remember that you have to move the wheel, and this one had to be out. You cannot you cannot move the wheel right here on the side while the mats are in there. See, now I'm going to change the wheel to the embossing, which is right here. Okay, and so I put the first plate, then the embossing folder in the paper, and then the B mat. Embossed, and this is how it looks. See, beautiful, so beautiful. What happens if you put it too tight? The paper is going to have a lot of wrinkles. And this is the demonstration for these two machines, how I use them. And now I will tell you just a few tips about my die cuts. Okay, there are some die cuts, like for example this one, that it has a lot of flourishes, and it is very hard to take them all, and you might get help with one of these. This one is paper piercing, and you can just push. But now let me show you the easiest way. Now I have this one right here, and I pass it through, and sometimes it stick right here, all the paper, and you have right here the die. Don't move it from the paper, okay? And there are many tools that you can use besides the piercing, and you just pass it through and get all the things, all the little papers. But I'm gonna show you a trick. If you don't have those kind of tools, because they are very expensive, you can use this tool. And this tool is under $1 in any store, like $3.99. It comes like 3 or 2 for $1. So you have to just push or rub, okay? For example, right here, if I just push, just keep the paper in the metal die, and you just push. The paper is not going to get damaged because you're rubbing on the metal, see? And you can press, and the bristles will push the little papers. See? That's a very, very nice trick to get all the little pieces. And you can just push like this or rub. See? And if you still have some, gently just rub on top of the paper. And maybe the little pieces that still are there, you just have to do with a toothpick, a needle, or maybe with this tool, okay? The little ones that are stubborn and stay there. and it's super easy and fast to get all the little papers from your design. Okay, so that's one tip, that you can get this one with your tools, a toothbrush. And now I'm gonna show you something that many people is asking, and it's about this gold paper that I use. Okay, this is the gold paper that I use, and I already answered to many people. This one is a metallic poster board. Okay, and it's 22 inches by 28, and I buy this kind of paper at Hobby Lobby. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and I am going to show you in a quick video where you can find this kind of paper and what other colors you can see. Here I am at Hobby Lobby, and here is where I buy the poster board in gold. See, as you can see, they have in gold, they have like this shiny blue, they are metallic colors, they have in this green, and also this, it says red, but it looks like more like fuchsia. And then they do have this one that it's different metallic, and this one it's in gold. And then they do have this one in silver, which is kind of matte. And then this is just regular poster board in these colors, and they do have in neon colors too. And I came today and it's on sale, and they usually have this sale at 2 for $1. So this is where I got it. I think it's in the section of poster boards, because all of them are poster boards here. See, and on top of there is some markers and stuff like that. And that's all for this video. I hope you learned from this demonstration, and if you are thinking of buying a die cutting machine, now you know about these two machines, and maybe you can make a review of other machines and make sure which one you need. Thank you very much for watching my videos, for all your likes, your comments, and for subscribing to my channel. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye bye.